This is the electric chair. I'm going to have to put that in the F tier. I would probably rather sit on the Lego chair than be electrocuted to death and die. You know, I don't want, this doesn't need to become like an ethical discussion. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about the death penalty. I feel like I'm pretty anti-death penalty, but I haven't really sat down and reasoned with it for a while. But I am definitely anti putting people in a chair, putting a metal bowl on their heads, and then flipping a huge switch and shocking them to death with a lightning bolt. That's fucking brutal, man. Like, and they were doing that, like, what was the last execution via electric chair? It was probably like in my lifetime. That's fucking crazy. It was not yesterday. Come on. Tennessee still does them? Okay, never mind. There we go. May 10th, 2002. That's fucking crazy, man. People getting electrocuted. They're in the electric chair in 2002. I mean, I don't know, like, we're not going to do like an execution tier list. I feel like my ass would like rather hang. They're both brutal. I don't know. I don't want to think about it. Actually, I don't even think lethal injection is at the top. I think getting like my head chopped off is probably close to the top. But wouldn't want it to be like a public execution. Like I wouldn't want it to be like people are like buying snacks and like getting there early to get good seats. And then like I'm getting that little nervous tummy that's like, oh, it's only like an hour till I get my head chopped. Like, that would be like the real torture. And then I'm like, they're dragging me up the staircase, and I'm like, please don't, please don't. And people are like throwing tomatoes at me. And I'm like, were it not but for a simple twist of fate, you yourself could have found yourself on the gallows today, good sir. And they're like, no, never. We're made of different moral fiber. It has nothing to do with our circumstances. We're stupid. We're stupid. And I'm like, you don't get it. And then like it would be a blessing when the guillotine severed my spinal cord there. But if they were just like, hey, come in at like 11 and we'll get this done, like quietly, I'd be like, okay. I could enjoy it until like the night before probably. I definitely do not want to get like electrocuted to death. Because that seems like just the world's worst roller coaster. It's like I already don't like roller coasters that much. But then to know that like when they flip the switch is like I'm going to get struck by lightning is pretty bad. And not even for like a second. They're going to keep that thing on for like 20 seconds or something like that. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah, I definitely would not like to have all 4 of my limbs broken and then be shackled into a boat and have my body covered in honey and then pushed out to sea so that like wild birds ate my flesh over the course of several days. There's a lot of public execution methods from history that I would definitely not be super into. Anyway, cooked alive inside of a golden bowl. The one that's, and this is Dan Carlin pilled, but the one that's so crazy to me is like the breaking of the wheel, which you're like, oh, what is that? Is that when they put you on like the table and then they stretch you? No, that's the rack. Oh, is that maybe they put you in a big barrel and roll you down a hill? No, they literally just use a fucking huge wheel and break all your bones. And then they just sort of like thread your body through the wheel. And they just leave you there in the town square until your ass expires. What's the point of the wheel? Like, is it symbolic or so? It feels like if you just use like a hammer or something, that would be more efficient. What were they thinking? I'm sure the hangman was like, you know, if you just give me an axe, I could do like 12 times more clients today. Instead, the king is like, nope, it has to be the wheel. All right. I mean, you're the one signing the checks, brother. I'm just telling you. You don't tell me how to do my job. I guess I shouldn't tell you how to do yours. But anyway, sorry.